What's going on? This is Jason the LionHeartLopes. I'm here with Shane Godoy, and we have Kester Truman. What's going on, and how the hell are you doing? That's what I want to know first off.
Bro, great practice, man. Great boxing practice with JT. Overall, just feeling good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. We just had just like he said, great practice with JT. Did great drills and everything like that. You know, build up the sweat, everything. You know, everything's good.
All right, so what I'm going to do in the beginning, it's like an intro, just in case for people that don't know you. I'm going to have you start.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, tell everybody what's going on, and then same thing, and we're going to go from there. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Kester Truman. Right now I'm an amateur fighter. I used to be an amateur boxer. I moved down to Orlando, Florida from New Jersey, from Elite Heat Boxing to Fusion X Cel, and I love it, man. Like, right now I work security at the airport for Avis rental cars, and you know, I just try to get here every day and make the most of my training. You know, try to get to the UFC one day.
My name is Shane Godoy. I am an amateur kickboxing and mixed martial artist. For work, I'm a rope access rigger. I've been doing that for about 2 to 3 years. You know, going between rigging and then training, trying to balance that out as best as I can. I've been here at Fusion for about, what is it, December, about a little over a year and a month. Yeah, it's been a great experience.
So I always ask everybody the urge to fight, like there's like a need to fight. This is not a sport for everybody. I'm like, where does that come from? I know you're with boxing dominant, and then you have, what is it? Where did you start at? With jiu-jitsu or
jiu-jitsu.
Okay, so we'll go from there. Why? I always want to know why.
So this, you know how it all starts. You know, getting picked on at school and everything. My mom put me in JROTC when I was little, but that didn't really keep me in check. So then she put me in jiu-jitsu. That really keeps straightening me out. You know, being able to go to the gym every single day. I started off with Gracie Kissimmee with Professor Igor.
Oh, Igor. Oh.
Yeah, Igor. Yep. The man. Yes, sir. But yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, what about you with the boxing? I was like, because that is not a sport for the faint of heart.
Right. Yeah, it isn't. Like, boxing, you gotta be there every day. You gotta put in the work. You gotta run, especially. You gotta be conditioned, especially. Like, you gotta stay on your toes in boxing. But the way I got into boxing, first I started with Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. But the gym I was at had a split, had a rift and everything, so I left. Ended up going to boxing. Like mostly for like the money, because like it was a lot cheaper, but I ended up loving it, and I was like, this is great to put into MMA. Like, I was like, I think I could combine the two and make it work for myself. So that's what I try to do every day. Yeah, the reason I got into it is, yeah, like same story, you know, I was like small in high school. I wanted to be on the wrestling team, but I was so skinny, like I didn't want to like wear the spandex in school. I was like, I'm not gonna get any girls, so I was like, yo, it's a stupid reason, but like I should have done it.
It happens. I've had that before, and I'm like, it happens. And I'm like, I would say goal-wise, where do you guys see yourselves? Do you want to, as professional, would you really do professional boxing, UFC type of stuff, or you guys?
My main goal would be one championship. UFC is great. I mean, if I were to ever get offer a contract with UFC or Bellator or any big promotion, but my sights are really set on one championship. It's so diverse with the jiu-jitsu, the kickboxing, the Muay Thai, the MMA. You know, it's just such a wide variety of different mixed martial artists competing in those.
And that's like, what is it, Demetrius? That's the Mighty Mouse's house right now.
Right.
Like, he's dominating, kicking ass. He just got his win. He got the belt back, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, not too bad. I would say, what about you?
Yeah, you know, like just like he said too, like, hey, we're like hella similar, you know, because like one championship, I really like them. I watch them all the time, and I like how they're getting so popular nowadays and stuff like that. You know, rivaling the UFC. The UFC's great. I always love the UFC. Always love watching the UFC and everything. But if I were to get an opportunity in one, I don't think I would turn it down. If I were to get an opportunity in the UFC as well, like that would be great. Like I would really be appreciative of that.
I would like that. Training-wise, you guys, how do you find the training at Fusion? I would say chemistry-wise with everybody, it's hard work ethic.
Very hard work ethic. I mean, every single last person, Noah, Mario, Mark. I mean, all of these guys, man. Even though they're amateurs, they're so, the way they drill, the way they condition themselves, the way they handle themselves as well, is very high level.
What do you think about it? With Fusion, how do you think about that compared to other gyms that you've been at?
I think compared to other gyms, like, one, it's a great chemistry. Like, you know, I've been to a few gyms. I've been in a few gyms where it's just everybody just looking out for themselves. Like, they just want to beat on people and stuff like that. I don't really like that, you know. I don't want to knock out my sparring partners. And everyone here is controlled, you know. Like, since I came in, they had my back. Like, you know, like everybody was like welcoming and things like that. I've been to gyms where people aren't so welcoming, or people just give you a funny look for absolutely no reason. Like, I don't know you, but you know, like I say, even the UFC fighters and one championship Bellator fighters, man, like they're really good people, man. I love it here. I really do.
Favorite fighter wise, being in here because I'm a huge MMA fan. There's so many fighters that are coming in out of here. Do you have someone that you look up to? Do you have like a person that are? Because we have Philly in here, we have Adolfo Vieira. I mean, do you guys have favorites, or you just like them all?
I wouldn't necessarily have a favorite. Well, they're all great fighters, but the person I look up to the most, somebody I idolize, is Nick McCarty. Like, that's one of the guys ever since I moved to North Orlando. That's somebody that I've always looked at and aspired to be like him. Even though he's had hardships, he just keeps going no matter what. You know?
Nice. What do you think?
You mean like anybody particularly in the gym, or just?
I would say the gym-wise fighters. I would say what the question really is: do you have someone like emulating their styles, or do you have like everybody's got that one favorite, or do you just have your own particular style, particular discipline you want? But I'm like, I like that. Yeah. So we'll go from there, and then we'll go back.
Okay. I say one person that really inspired me is Jorge Masvidal. Like I watched like probably every single one of his fights. Like, you know, I'm a big fan. Like, our styles are very similar. As well as Cody Garbrandt. I know like a lot of people are, you know, like
no love.
Yeah, no love, man. I love him, man. Like this guy, like his style is so good, and it's very similar. Like boxer, I watch a lot of boxers that come into MMA, and I utilize their style because they're the ones that like basically paved the way. You know what I mean? Like, so paved the way and like show what boxers can do in MMA, like show how to get in the pocket and things like that, because boxing is my bread and butter. Like, I love every single discipline to heart, but like boxing is like what I'm solely good at, so I watch a lot of them. But definitely Jorge Masvidal is #1 for sure.
So I'd say with that, boxing is his thing. What would you say, striking, or you're more on the ground? Would you or would you say you're like a level of both?
Well, I did start grappling first. Striking I've been becoming more fond of as of lately, especially with the past few bouts. But I would say grappling for sure. Grappling, I just feel at home with it, you know what I mean? It's real familiar. Let's say if I were to be in here for like a week or a month, if I were to go right back into it, it's like riding a bike.
Favorites in jiu-jitsu, I would say grappling, because do you have any favorites? I'm on a Mikey Musumeci. I like Gordon Ryan type of person. I would say, who's your favorites? Do you have any? I would say, I don't know. That's a weird question because there's so many of them.
Right. That is a good question. Yeah, because there's so many guys. I mean, especially Rodolfo, man. Looking at the way he moves and his basics. He keeps it super basic, but he catches people. It's not all these fancy things, inverted triangles, inverted this, or spinning.
Fancy. That's how Mikey Musumeci, he's got the Mikey lock and all that stuff. It's good. It's technical, but at the same time, I'm like, Adolfo Vieira is probably one of the best.
Yeah.
Speaking of best, Julian Williams is one of the. He's got that style. I think he's one of the only ones that gives Adolfo a run for his money.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys actually grappled with either one?
I've grappled with Julian a few times.
One time.
Yeah.
I refuse to spar anything like that. I'm like, he took it easy. I sparred with him once. He took it easy on me, and I'm like, I won't do that again.
Really, whenever he grapples you, if he's not taking it easy, he'll let you work. But when he's doing his thing, it's like each step of the way. He's not scrambling for a position. Who's another guy? Hudson.
Hudson is another one. Shout out Hudson.
Yes, bro. That's how technically sound they're all made. Matt Ferriola.
That's another one. Okay, yeah. So striking wise, do you have anybody you see in here that pushes you to a level, or you're just watching their skill level? It's very. I mean, there's a lot of high level strikers. Yeah.
I say for me, like the best striker in here, honestly, is, in my opinion, is probably Lucas.
Yeah,
Lucas Alexander. Like he's like technically sound, but you have Lucas, Cleveland, Sean Forbes. Like they're all really good strikers. I was saying like Lucas, like because I sparred with him one time and I was like, damn, this is like
technical, fast, technical and fast.
Yeah, it's just like, in and out all the time.
And it's got the condition that go with, like, you like dissects his opponent. From watching from the outside, I'm like, no.
Right.
Yeah. There's certain ones I'm just like, nah, I'll just skip that. Honestly. I'll tell you one that's coming up is Gabo. If you guys
yeah.
Start with Gabo yet? Yeah, that dude is fast, technically. He's got that karate style, kind of like, I'm like, that's not too bad.
He loves spin kicking, man.
Yeah,
I love that spin kick.
I've seen some clips. Is he in there right now?
He's actually, he's over there walking around.
Yeah.
He's walking around in the Shark Tank. He's just kind of getting the feel for it.
I mean, lightning fast videos I've seen, man. The spinning back kicks, the spinning heel kicks. I mean,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Oh, so you guys got any fights coming up right now, or are you just kind of like?
January 21st, I'll be fighting again. Looking for an MMA bout, but if it's kickboxing, whichever one goes, I'm definitely down to take it.
Right now, I don't have anything lined up. I'm just trying to take it easy this year and try to train as much as I can and everything. I just want to take a little break and just train throughout, get better. And so probably by the end of the year, I'm going to start with some grappling matches and ease my way into MMA like later in the year.
What do you guys do in your spare time? I know you guys got jobs and everything, right? I would say for the younger guys, you guys staying out of trouble, or you guys, what do you guys?
Stay out of trouble. I'm real reserved, so I like to either hang with my family. My little brother gets out to try to spend as much time with him as I can, especially since I moved last year. But either enjoying at home, making sure I'm recovering. That's another big thing. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, for me, I just really keep my circle tight. Like, I don't really go anywhere. I don't go out to parties. I don't drink. I don't do any of that stuff. Keep my circle tight. Mostly family work, or I'm at my place, or I'm here. Like, that's it. That's really where I want to be. I don't really need to go out and party and stuff like that. Like, I don't really care for that.
Peaceful life.
Yeah. Honestly, like I like peace. Some people can't live with peace.
Yeah,
I like
some people
peace.
cannot be. So I'm like,
Honestly.
that's a good to keep their head on your shoulders. I'm gonna say, well, this is only gonna be like the first intro episode for these guys. I'm going to be back starting today with what's the question. I would say thank you guys for taking your time.
Thank you.
We got Shane, we got Kester. Fusion X Cel. I will be back.